Like I put it to you guys like this. Like me and my wife had talked about filing for bankruptcy. This is how bad it was for us. Like this was we talked about this back here in November of 2023. So way before this year even got here. We just had so much stuff that was going on, and sometimes, when it rains it just pours. And I'll say this, like, you know, I was trying everything. I was doing insurance, I was doing affiliate marketing. It seemed like for a minute there was a time where I had like a shiny object syndrome for everything, and I know it was getting on my wife's nerves because she kept saying like, oh my God, this and that. None of it's really working, and it really wasn't working. And the reason why is because I didn't have the right skills. I didn't have the right. I didn't have no mentor, not one that I had to that could really help me. And so I was just, a lot of time we just get sidetracked, and we just, we have a family to provide for and stuff to do. So we're just caught up in this thing called this 9 to 5, or just working, working, working. And so even when January came, guys, I wasn't in digital marketing. I didn't even have no, I wasn't on TikTok. I didn't have no huge brand. I didn't have no following. I didn't have an email list that I thought was an email list anyway. Like I was just trying to make it like a lot of people. And I was actually in January, I was doing, and no, this is far after I done got fired and stuff, but I was actually a life insurance broker. I was helping people with burial coverage. I was making booking home calls from 8 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. driving all across Tennessee. I'm talking about just, getting home at 10:30 at night. So I still wasn't seeing my wife. I still wasn't seeing my kids. I was still broke, everything. And so in 2023, I made $62,000 in 2023, right? And my wife actually made, well, as a family, I guess we made almost 90,000. But it ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep. And we was in a lot of debt. So technically it still kept us broke, taking a pen and paper to Costco's and Sam's and Walmart to grocery shop, like I'm sure a lot of people do. And so I came across this program, I just seen a post on Facebook. I don't even know who the lady is anymore because I haven't even seen her, but I know she said something about how she made $600 working 2 hours a day. And and it's funny because I was actually waiting for I was in a lady's in her bed in her house, and I was waiting for her to get approved through I was waiting for her to get approved through the insurance. And so while we were waiting, I was just kind of scrolling, and I popped up on it. But make a long story short, I just answered that. I answered it. I followed her, and then I just reached out to her and asked her for some information. I inboxed her. And what's crazy? I never in 1,000 years, I'm talking about like literally, thought that I would be debt free. I never in 1,000 years thought that I could get $40,000 paid to Sally Mae. I went to school for 3.5 years to be a network engineer. I just didn't graduate, right? But I still owed them. The fact that I don't have no Sally Mae, the fact that I'm completely debt free, I've paid off both my cars. I've bought another car that I paid cash for. Um, my wife has no debt. And this is all because of this program, man. And I joined this program, and I told myself I wanted to make six figures, in 2000 by the end of the year. I just had big dreams. Whether I knew I was going to get them or not, I had to I had to say something to my mind to push myself. Right? I've never been anyone who's my work ethic is impeccable. Like I knew that wasn't going to be the issue. It's all about just getting the right training, a mentor who's been there, who can lead you, a community who can support you and be there for you because they're going through the same thing that you're going through, and they want what you have access. I mean, they want what you have, which is time freedom. We want more time with our families. We want to be able to travel. We want to be able to just become debt free. We don't have to worry about checking our accounts to before we get gas or go and get groceries or whatever, stressing about when we're going to pay for our bills or on behind. It's going to be another year like it was. This holiday is going to be like it was the last three. No, no, we want that freedom. And I've been able to get that. And just outside of the income that I've made, which is, I'm around about 285,000, which is just like it don't even seem real. Like honestly, like it's crazy that I get to wake up the skills that I have learned, that I can wake up and create a couple pieces of content on social media, a platform that brings over 5 billion people to every day. And then I can sit back and enjoy myself when I get that 2 hours done. And like this last night when I was watching Roots, the new Roots movie, $900 came in. At midnight, The night before 900 came in, and then 1400 came in the other day. Like I'm almost at $4,000 just in the last, I don't know, a little bit over 48 hours. I never made that much working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day as a welder. And the fact that we're able to learn these skills, we're all on social media, we all have access to a phone, internet. Like it's just mind-boggling. And I've seen this statistic where it says over 1,700 millionaires are made every day, and over 55% of them are made from social media. Like we already have everything that we need. And so I'm just grateful to be a part of this business. I would have never even thought that in less than 12 months, just a year ago, I made 63,000, but here I am in 2025. I done convinced myself that I'm gonna make $1 million in 2025. I done convinced myself. Now, whether I do it or not, I can only control what I control, and that's being consistent. That's being showing up. That's showing up on the web, listening to people who have done better than me, who know better than me, relearning, unlearning to relearn, like whatever it takes. Like because my goal is to build a homeless shelter because I was homeless, and I lived in a shelter with 16 other men, and I saw the despair and people who are hopeless. And I never want to I mean, I never want to ever come across a situation like that again. And so my passion is to build a homeless shelter, furnish it, free everything, right? But you got to have capital to do that, right? And of course, I want to do a variety of other things, but it's just all about giving back. But the best thing, guys, is I'm able to do stuff and where my children don't have to stress. My wife don't have to stress. Trust me, guys. Anybody that's married, yeah, when the wife is stressed, it's not good, guys. I'm telling you. So it's good to see her smile now. It's good to, we have a Christmas tree up already. It's been up since like November the 4th. We've never even had that. There's tons of Christmas gifts up under that tree. We've got tons to wrap. I mean, just and again, it's just all thanks to taking advantage of what we have access to, which is social media, this training. It's just training. It ain't. We hear so much stuff, guys. This is training. This is no different than if you wanted to be a doctor. You had to go to school and you have to spend over 200 grand on education and get your books in your lab. This is the same thing. The only difference is the digital just means that you have your training right there on your phone. You don't need books. And I just encourage you guys, man. Like, well, what's going on? The world is digital. Everything. The phone's digital. Uh, Social media is digital. Amazon is an online business. That's digital. Anything, guys, it's all digital. This is where we are. Nobody has a rotary dial phone in their house anymore. You we all have iPhones because this is where we are. So I just encourage you guys, skills are everything. I was always told if you want to, the income you're making right now is based on the skills that you have acquired. So if you want to make more income, you have to increase your skills. I mean, you have to learn more skills. And this is digital marketing. This is a digital educational program. Guys, the world is digital. This is where we are. So I just encourage you guys, if you're on the fence, Michelle is a hell of arguably the best mentor I've ever had. I'm talking about someone who just and I've had some good mentors, but she just gives us everything. And you can't there's not millionaires out here who are spending hours and hours and hours just investing their time into a community, and just giving us everything. Everything that you have over here is everything that you need to build a successful, long-term, profitable, daily paying business so that you can just be out doing whatever you want while your automations are out there just working for you on your behalf, guys. So I just want to say this. If a regular old country boy, one of 13 siblings, grew up in the projects on welfare, slept on wood floors, it has nothing to do with where you come from, guys, was homeless, got fired, lived in a shelter, slept in his car out by a lake, lived in the woods, brushed my teeth in the Hardy's bathroom. It doesn't matter because I have the same program that she has and almost 47,000 other people. You have access to have the same everything. And if you can commit to 2 hours a day and stay consistent and show up, guys, I don't know how much income you'll make because I don't know what your work ethic is, but I do know you'll have some success. And I just encourage you, one last thing, guys, to not be poor. And that means just passing over opportunities repeatedly, man. This is the best program, the best community, the best mentor. We have the best leaders. everything you need to be successful, guys, is right here inside the Legacy Builders program. So I know it's long, Michelle, but I just want people to know that you don't have to be special. You don't have to come from money. You don't have to have some type of status. You don't have to need any of that. All you need is 2 hours a day, the blueprint, and be able to stay consistent, and it can work for you.